Alright guys, so Thursday practice, not Friday practice, Thursday practice at the Las Vegas Grand Prix has been completed, FP1 and FP2, and thankfully no major incidents during this. The track held up, no big crashes or anything like that, so the circuit looks in a lot better shape than what it did 12 months ago, which is really, really good. But let's dive in with this, guys. Let's go with the 5 highlights, the 5 things that we learned from Las Vegas Thursday practice here in Nevada. So let's look at Mercedes first of all, because they were looking so good in practice, both FP1 and FP2. Sir Lewis saying that the team were really going to struggle coming into this one because they've always struggled for tyre temperatures, trying to get temperatures into the tyres, especially around a cold track like this, a track where the track temperature is so low. It's at night and it's also pretty cold in general in Las Vegas. If you've seen the interviews from the drivers, the ones that were outside were all wearing coats, so it's definitely not warm in Nevada at the moment, particularly at night when they're running this race. But they were not struggling at all. Whether this is a genuine surprise or something that they were kind of sandbagging on, not wanting to reveal the true pace, I have no idea, but incredible really. 1-2 for the Mercedes in FP1, Hamilton leading Russell, and it did the same thing again pretty much in FP2, Hamilton in P1 and Russell in P3. Very tight at the top between the top 3 there, and I'll get onto that in just a moment. But yeah, Mercedes looking incredibly strong this week, and can they keep it up going into qualifying tomorrow on Friday night local time at the circuit? We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, their most likely challenger going off of these results is probably Lando Norris. He was P2 in FP2, and he was also P3 in FP1 as well. He was nearly a second off the Mercedes pair in FP1, such was the gap and the advantage to have over the field. It was a lot tighter in FP2 though. I mean, I would say that McLaren and also Lando Norris in particular is looking the most likely to actually challenge the Mercedes, just going off of these results. Less than a 10th really, or just over a 10th I think, between the top 3 in FP2, and Lando Norris in a Mercedes sandwich there. So, but yeah, I kind of hinted at it there. I mean, very cold track, very low grip, a lot of drivers really struggling, lots of lockups, not really anybody into the wall, not really any big incidents during this one. There was only red flag, which I will get to very shortly, but that wasn't really for a crash or anything. So yeah, it's definitely a track that's going to be tricky. It's definitely a track that's very low grip. It's one that the drivers don't know as well, and it's also one that I think we're going to see a lot of mistakes, particularly in qualifying tomorrow, but also during the race on Saturday night as well, local time. I think it'd be quite difficult for all the drivers to be consistent around this track. But yeah, Williams are not looking good at all. I thought that Williams might look good this weekend because it's a very high speed track, lots of long straights. This should suit the car, but it really isn't. It really is not suiting them at all. They are really struggling around this track. Maybe it's just street circuits they don't like. But yeah, in FP2 it was a disaster for them really. Colapinto down in P18. Alex Albon was last and missed pretty much the entire session of FP2 with a fuel issue that kept him out, and when he did get out onto track he had to stop on the track as well, causing the only red flag of either session, I think. Definitely in FP2 anyway. But yeah, the last thing I want to touch on is the battle for 6th in the constructors, which is something that is really, really tight at the moment, to say the least. Pierre Gasly again doing wonders in that Alpine, P6 in FP2, looking really good, but both Haas cars are in the top 10 in FP2 as well, Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg, so it's probably going to be quite tight again in this battle really. RB not looking that great really this weekend, but Haas and Alpine looking strong and looking likely to get some kind of points on Saturday night for the Grand Prix race. But yeah, there we go guys, those are the 5 things that we learned from Thursday practice. It's, you know, it's really weird me saying that, but it's Thursday practice, although here in Europe it's technically Friday practice because it was on so late in the morning. It was on at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was FP2, so yeah, Friday technically for us in Europe, but local time it was Thursday, so it's Thursday practice. But yeah, who is going to get pole position tomorrow for the Grand Prix? Let us know in the comments below, and of course keep it subscribed to the F1Chronicle.com to see much more content on the pinnacle of motorsport just like this.